no, I'm still hiding from the roving band of pygmy goat herders. I did steal some of their beer before I left, though. Hey, I just finished the Grand Teton Pursuit of Happiness a little bit ago, and my recommendation at the end of that video was, if you're going to drink something else from there, go something lighter, more of a palate cleansing beer. Otherwise, you know, you're just piling hops on top of hops. So yeah, here's what I'm going to have. It's this batch 19 Prohibition style lager. Now, I debated on buying this in the first place, because it's a Coors own product, and I really despise buying Coors products for a lot of reasons that I'm not going to go into right now, but I don't like to do it, I just don't. But anyway, I didn't want to try it, and I found a good price on it. So there's a couple things before. I've actually had a couple of these, so I know what I'm tasting, but I want to kind of taste it for you here. It's got kind of a golden-esque color, a little more color than our standard lager. Their website, you know, go to their website, and it says it's a Prohibition style lager. And then there's also a phrase, inspired by an authentic recipe. What does that mean? Inspired by authenticity. It's not really authentic, but, you know, we thought about it a little bit. We want it to be authentic. We consider it. But, you know, in the end, we decided to go cheaper. You know, that's kind of reading between the lines for me. That's when I see phrases like pre-prohibition style lager, you know, or inspired by an authentic recipe. Why not say, hey, we found a recipe and we did just like it said? What would have been the harm in that? Well, probably would have cost them a little more money. So here's the thing. This isn't a terrible beer. What am I getting when I buy this? Well, I'm getting basically an $8, $8.50. I did find this for about $7.50. So it's actually, I won't buy it again for under $7. If I see it again for $6.99, I may pick it up as a lawnmower beer. I'm never paying more than $7 for it again, because there's other beers I can buy for that same amount of money. For $8 a six-pack, there's other beers I'm going to buy that are much better for me. But having said that, this isn't terrible. You don't list all the ingredients, but I do believe there's rice in here, because I am getting kind of an angelic taste. This is basically better Coors, you know, for lack of a better phrase. I mean, it's better Coors. It's kinder, gentler Coors. It's, you know, but yeah. There's nothing great or spectacular about it. There's not a whole lot terrible about it either, so I'm not going to hammer it too much. I mean, it is what it is. Some of these styles, I mean, I've talked about Boulevard Pilsner before, because it is a non-adjunct light American-style Pilsner. It's not trying to be a Czech Pilsner. It's trying to be an American version of that, which what all American beers, or most American beers, intended to be in the first place. And that's why that beer succeeds, because it does it without crap in it. And it just boggles my mind that some of these other guys, they put out beers like this with names like this, thinking they're going to, you know, hoodwink craft beer drinkers into buying this. And the truth is, they will get them to buy it once. And I don't think most are going to buy this again, because truthfully, if I want a beer like this, if I'm in the mood for a lighter beer, I can buy the Boulevard Pilsner. Generally runs between $6 to $7 a six-pack in my neighborhood. So I'm going to buy that every time, like clockwork, when I want a beer like that. This one isn't going to do that for me. A little bit cleaner, a little bit crisper than your standard American lager, but it's still a bit lazy. You know, just kind of lazy. So I don't know if it's got corn. I don't know if it's got rice. I'm going to guess there's rice in here. Corn, I'm not sure about. But the finish is very lazy, so I know there's something else in here besides just malt, or the finish would be a much crisper, cleaner finish. So, ta-da! That's it. I don't want to hammer it too bad, because like I said, it's not a terrible beer. It's just not one I'm going to go out of my way for. And it's one that really ought to be about $6 to $7 a six-pack. So, hey, batch 19, buy it. Beats the hell out of me. Makes me no never mind.